everyone, my name is Viney, and today I'm going to become a lawyer. But not just any lawyer, oh no. We are going to be a defense attorney in Victorian England. And to do that, we will be playing through the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I've heard really good things about this game. I'm actually so excited. But before we start, make sure you scroll on down to hit the like button. Without further ado, jump in. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
The Empire of Japan. After opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling.
So
It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide. But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
What? Divine. Let's not do that. Bienvenue à le carnaval. Episode 1, The Adventure of the Great Departure. Okay. Okay. And Supreme Court Adjudicator, Defendant's Antechamber. Okay, terminology. The typing effect is so jarring, but super cutesy. Okay. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. Neither can I. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? What? Oh, no, nothing. Safety glares, murderer! Hold on. Whatever happened to hi? Hello? Sorry. My name is Rising Up. My name is Ryunosuke Naruto. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I suddenly find myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, awaiting my trial. Oh. That's enough! He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. Who is this? And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Lawyer? Yes, and until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue. Technicalities, look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right? Ryunosuke. Of course. Sorry. What are you apologizing to me for? Oh, No, I suppose that wasn't my fault. Really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry. Ha! 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 There you go again! Apologizing. Just like always. Well, I must say, you've been all over the newspaper these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, You didn't actually do it, did you? Of course not! You have to believe me! I didn't do it! Guys, rule number 1 of Ace Attorney. They didn't do it. Especially if you're playing as them. Rule number 1. Client did not do that shit. Unless, of course, they did that shit. They didn't do it, though. Remember that. I could never murder someone. Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high. You mean, I believe you. I know you're innocent. Right, Yunosuke? Kazuma Asagi, my best friend. Also in his 2nd year at Yuma University. My best friend, you say? But he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive, considering he's still an undergraduate. It's not that impressive. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyway. Okay. My qualifications don't mean much. Yet. You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. Proud to have a friend like you. 3 days ago. Okay. Yes, that's when all this started. Congratulations, Kazuma. It looks like you're going to get a study abroad at last. I know! I've been dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court. So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you. I'm proud as your friend. It's not a soul in this university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. In the heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. Girl, it's just England. It's not that cool. Come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. If only we're that simple. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. Whoa. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. Partner? Surely nothing bad's gonna happen now. There he goes. It was straight after that. That's when it happened. Saki, may I have a word? Who is this? Oh! Oh, shit. Professor! I didn't know you were coming. Well, this case is personal significance to me. But never mind that for now, Saki. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers. To His Excellency's chambers? Why? He was looking for you before. You advocated for the defense in this trial with a sudden decision. It seems that there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result. Who is this guy? Killing this guy. Who the... I feel as though I've seen him at university before. I see. I'll go oblige then. I shall accompany you. Alright then. Are you okay? I'll see you in the courtroom. Yes. Thanks, Kazuma. Just twiddling our thumbs over here. This is awkward. If I may. Yeah, sorry? Must be the defendant. Raizuke Naruto, I believe. Yes, yep, that's right. right. My name is Yujin Mikitoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yumi University. Ah, Professor Mikitoba. I've heard that name from Konsuba before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma's studying abroad. Sagi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. You and he are best friends, I understand. I understand you, Mikitoba. I understand. This does not say anything of significance. What is that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean, Professor? As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Sagi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if you should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that the permission will be revoked and never granted again. Ruh-roh? What? Yeah, as I suspected, you were unaware of this. Yeah, why else would you be telling me? I had a feeling Asagi may have chosen not to tell you. He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? But I don't understand! Why would the government do such a thing? The administration has chosen to choose a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances. I don't believe it. But I didn't do it! I swear it! I'm not a murderer! I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. Sorry? What do you mean? You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway. But what should I do? Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. But, what are we doing here? As soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. A question? Okay. Oh. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. Okay. I do? But what will the question be? I have a hunch. I have a hunch. Surely not. Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Of course not. Defendant! Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once. Okay. It would seem our surreptitious discussions are to be cut short. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asagi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. What? Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving! There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway. Aww. This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. My one and only chance of proving my innocence, the trial that would decide my destiny. Oh, that's me. So this is a courtroom. Type shit. Wait, I'm already obsessed with this freak. Hello. Ooh, okay. The Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power. don't much like the look of the people sitting in the public gallery. Oh my god. Talk about copy and paste. Lots of military and other uniforms in there. Other uniforms? The powers that have demanded this be a secret trial. A secret trial? A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. What? But why? It'll become clear in time. But for now, you need to concentrate, okay? It's about to begin. Oh my god. Wow. They look so official. The court will now hear the trial of Ryusuke Naruto. Prosecutioners are ready, Your Excellency. I love this music. So dramatic. It really gives like, it sounds like, you know, like the old like black and white films. Like, well, I don't want to say Western. Well, Your Excellency, I didn't commit the murder. It was him. Now, don't worry, my best friend. We'll get you out of this. The prosecution is right. Type shit. As is the defense. Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Normal procedures for the defendant's advocacy to be sent 2 days prior to the trial. Is this an unusual circumstance? I'm obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial? Oh no! This is it! This must be the question! No, surely it's another question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. I'm sure there's another one. Let's... But then, if I say I do... What? I need to answer quickly! What should I do? Dog, let's think rationally here. Yes. Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm sitting here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will advocate for the defense. Yes! No! Yeah, bad chose for that. What is the meaning of this unruly outburst? I would like to inform the court that Ryusuke Naruto will be defending myself. What? What are you playing at, Ryusuke? Professor Mikotoba told me everything, just now before the trial. Wait, what? He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off? No! It's not that, really. It's just that... Well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I can't bear it to be the reason that you... Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel. Which is exactly why I decided not to tell you! Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial. Defending your own self in the trial? Who's ever heard of that before? I suppose no thing before now. Well. Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel. Really?
Objection!
Oh, okay. Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent he's confident he can speak for himself. Is that so, Naruto-san? Yes! Exactly! Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not coming to trial. We can tell that. a week until. In fact, my mind's a complete blank. No. Really? Really? I realize you're in charge now, but still. You make it look so bewildered. Oh, I don't know. Well, from here, university student to be brought before the Supreme Court. Supreme Court? Perpetuating was a heinous crime indeed. As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court Adjudicator of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Narita? Yep, Your Excellency. It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken. My competence? What does that mean? Well, you see, so competence is defined. He's questioning your ability to do the job. Well, I can't be questioning it more than I am! What about me? I start with the very simplest of questions. Oh, yeah? Kindly say for the court the name of the victim in this case. Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I can remember. Wait. I'm so nervous I can't even remember that. What's this again? What's it again? Yes. Your mind's gone blank? Yeah. All the information for this case can be found in the court record. But I can't even find that! Yeah. What court record? It's simple. You can access the court record of President E. You ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there. You just have to press E for the court record? Alright. No time to lose. It's a list of everything you've collected. Now try switching to people instead. E. For details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press C to go back. Okay. Remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Perfect. Let's look at it. University color pin. Proof that I'm a student at the Imperial Union University. I always wear the color of my uniform jacket. Ah. Oh, postmortem report. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. and was caused by lots of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. Okay, it's stuck in there. Oh, examine. Victim, John H. Wilson, male, British. It's a shame that he died then. I mean, what? And the death, 19th of November, shortly after 2 p.m. Single bullet fired at close range. Fatal hemorrhage from pectoral ballistic trauma. No exit wound. Bullet did not pass through his body. Okay. Kazuma, second year, is my best friend. He's a studying student, a qualified defense lawyer as well. Kitoba, a medical school professor, is an authority mentor. Oh, this freak. A lead prosecutor who would appear to have little love for the charges about cultural information is not out. Oh, this guy. Yeah, he looks like the kind of guy who would die. John H. Wilson, though. That's not the name of someone who would die, I think. That's just such a name. I never could have imagined anyone with that name, like, dying. I don't get it. The victim in this case is visiting professional medicine from the British Empire. Okay. Now you better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record. Then press R to present. Try it now. Okay, guys, let's present this. Yes! Yes! Okay! Victim's name says Dr. John H. Wilson. Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university. Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to university 3 years ago. Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire. British is present our country's most valuable foreign ally. Is it? You know, and as most you will be aware, we just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. I haven't. Yet, despite these delicate circumstances, an Englishman is. Blood has been spilled on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor? British people. I didn't do it. This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat for the blame for this crime. So that's why Alstrada's unusual peculiarities, is it? Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman. Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. Nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. And you didn't see anyone? Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going. Alright, see you later. You'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. This again. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit an art class or anything like this. Do you mean English class tomorrow then? Partner. British Empire? Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. British man! I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name. But still. I should go say hello. He's been here for 3 years. Why are you just now deciding to say hello? I don't know. So I went over to the professor's table. And introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruto. Yes, Your Excellency. How does Professor of Medicine Dr. John H. Wilson lose his life? State before the court the cause of death. The cause of death? Well, obviously, that was... Was he okay? Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence. By evidence? But how? Find a piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select. Present. Do it now! Okay. Yes! Yes! According to this document, this victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to a gunshot trauma. Learn to read, you imbecile. That's the post-mortem report, I take it. I'm sorry, yep, that's right. Post-mortem report. Post-mortem, okay. In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death. And an autopsy. Autopsy? Gonna learn these guys. But here in Japan, the police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way. Oh, I see. As long as I'm not gonna be tested on any of this later. Oh, right, okay. You should know better than this. This is so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. Okay, okay. You can clearly discern scorch marks on the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. Sorry guys, I forgot my accent. I also apologize in general. I'm not very consistent with my accents. In fact, I'm very bad about doing accents, and so I do pretty well. violence, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range. That's what I read, yeah.
Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence to the record.
Modern scientific evidence. Okay, perfect. So that's a photographic print. That's something I've never seen before. Wow, guys, I've never seen a photo. This is crazy. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, wine, wheel, wooden floor. I don't know. Yeah. I can magnify glass? Wait, what? Wait, what am I gonna see? There's something wrong with this? Okay. What are we seeing? What are we seeing? I don't see anything yet. That's a bullet hole, alright? We'll see later, though. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible. One could say.
Very well. I'm satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial.
Certainly, Your Excellency. So, without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with the facts of this case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened. This is it then. I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind. The professor? You mean Dr. Mikitoba? Yes, clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me. That isn't mean. Well, I can still act as your assistant. No way, I never could have thought of that. Ah! Of course! When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazumazagi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats. What is with Ace Attorney protagonist and the cold sweat? POV, me pulling up to court. Is it hot in here? Is it hot in here? Or is it just the prosecution? Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first. Also the snark. Where is that breeze coming from? Hello? Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please. Of course. My name is Toru Ozunaka. I'm the head waiter at a Western-style restaurant called the Carnival. What the hell? Are you alright? Seem to be coughing up some, It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. Well, it really should. Guys, it's 1800s. It's just a little, Mummy, it feels so good. Mummy. Got suction. As everyone knows, the capital southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels and accommodate or overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants and an occidental eatery 3 years ago.
Understood. Osanaka-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident.
At once, sir. And no pretty interjection from the inspired lawyer, dream boy, please. Okay. Aspiring maybe, but aspiring. Maybe take a deep breath, dog. Have we tried that? Have we tried that yet? Or maybe seen your doctor about this?
Because I don't think that's healthy. It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We had a few dinners at the time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there was only 3 tables still occupied. That fits in well with my memory of it, too. There's hardly anyone else in the place. It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. On the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Yes!
Hold on! Let's clarify something here. Why are we like clarifying and also going, yeah! Yep, that was me.
Well, I did pick up a gun. I'm out lying on the floor beside the professor. I didn't shoot him.
Objection!
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what you saw. You amateur.
Next time you interrupt in an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, defendant Naruto. Okay. Don't worry about it, he's okay. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must quietly listen to the witness.
I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see in court today.
Yes, without question.
I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim?
No. There was no one else around the table but the deceased Englishman and the university student.
Huh? Wait, what did he just say?
There's no one else around that table? What's the matter, Ryunosuke? That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello, there was a woman sitting opposite him at his table. Really? You interrupted his date. God. No wonder she killed him. Anyway. Really? And that's something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? Guys, I don't know, should we wait and see? Should we?
Yes!
Yes! Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady standing with him at the same table.
Objection!
Dear me. What are we going to do with you? Your blatant disregard for court proceedings. I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this new student, is not a real lawyer after all?
Could it be? But I'm sure of what I saw. Oh, no, sorry. Son, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy. I don't know what could be impeding it. No. This deceased gentleman came to die alone. I don't believe it.
Well, I never.
Gee, I wonder if there could be anything that might be impeding maybe his performance, his health, his like ability to like rationalize.
I don't know though. I don't know.
I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please, have a look if you'd like to. Let me see. Schedule is not planned by yourself, I presume. Oh, trustworthy. That's right, I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter. Thank you, sir. The court will take on this plan and add it to the court record evidence. Oh, but is there a problem? I hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course, here you are. What was that about? He's completely calm and collected until now. Yeah, completely collected. Something certainly seems to have shaken him. Wait, it's just a card. So, what is now heard a process of the case? Okay. Before we get deeper into this, let's make some predictions. Let's look at this closer. Okay. Kitchen, yep. Entrance. Okay. Anyways, so my prediction, guys, is that it was probably the woman, right? Because this is a trial one. It was probably the woman. And what she did, I'm thinking that it was probably the woman. And what she did was she poisoned him. I think it's poison. That the gunshot wound, it's not actually the cause of murder. It's probably something else. Because, okay, if we look at it, right? Yeah. It didn't go through him, right? But at such a close of range, and with such force, it should have gone through him, unless it wasn't the actual cause, and see, the glass is entirely empty, and because they didn't do an actual autopsies, they didn't do any scientific stuff, they just looked at it, it's probably poison. And I'm thinking that because we have a forensics guy, right, Mikitoba, he's gonna be the one, he's gonna be like, okay guys, let's do science here, and then it's gonna be a dramatic reveal that the woman poisoned him. That's my theory anyways. That's my early prediction. That's how it's gonna happen. It's probably gonna be more complicated, but that's what I think happened. Okay. Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant, the only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. You would assume we are looking at a black and white case here. Defendant Naruto. Yeah, Your Excellency. If you better get the stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. Are we going to escape the death penalty? I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. Unsworn. Get that man on oath! But I must warn the defense if you're determined to pursue matters further in this trial. The prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime. So other people were there? Are you kidding me? Oh? What do you think I should do, Kazuma? What do you mean? Well, I'm gonna be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Would it be sensible to plead guilty on this stage? I don't. Usual about these peculiarities. You said it. Professor Mikitoba said it, and so is the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this. As I said from the offset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it? Hey, Kazuma. Hey now. This is pretty pressing. What? If the accused is in fact innocent, then the defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, right? Ryunosuke? The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. I'm obsessed with this Rico already. Oh, where have you been in my life? We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. We'll see how decisive this evidence really is. Or maybe it's the waiter. Who knows? Indeed. Prosecutor Chair, please continue with proceedings.
Well, you really were warned. Young could be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. I can be your angel. Or your devil. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. You're gonna kill me on the spot? The prosecution calls this next witness. Dog, I couldn't even cross-examine that one. Hello.
Officer, bring forth the witnesses at once.
Man, I want to cross-examine.
Oh my god, who are these? Hello.
This is kindly see your names and occupations for the court.
Yes, sir! The great departed is Admiral yes, no, reporting for duty, sir!
Myself, I find employ as a prover of fine articles of indicative of the roots of our nation, Nippon, and conduct my trade from Ratsutsei, humble premises in the 2nd District, Gouda, at your service.
An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing.
Love is love. Love is love.
Both these
Gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question. They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned. Myself, I offered to take tea and most of the exquisite aroma in the established question, always post-noon, and not infrequently converse with the interested parties regarding the curios which I make my business. Again, I just said a word that all men are saying. He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at the carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets the carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Okay, I see. But to be honest, it certainly looks more to me like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer. Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Okay, is that correct?
Affirmative! The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war. Sir! It was not the black uniform rogue infantry over there who unloaded his firearm, sir!
This makes it impossible to understand as the other. I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during the last thing he said.
Okay, cool. So I wasn't delusional. That was real.
So this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead. Yeah. Well, you're starting to feel uncomfortable. If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start.
Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please.
Together?
It can't be separated, okay? You'll state everything you saw at the precise moment the incident occurred. Yes, sir! Standing by, ready to report, sir! What the fuck was that?
Savory memories of a most secure afternoon.
Okay.
What the witnesses saw.
I was adjusting to regulation beef steak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden carrier to the military gentleman.
At that precise moment, a fireball was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. Black uniform for us and chariot of your eyes by an eager civilian in the back. Cowardly little whistle.
Contradiction.
I see you. I was on my hands and knees.
Investigating the whereabouts of my mysterious carry out. Wow. So, you, Sergeant Nose, was actually witness?
The vital moments. He's on a split second with the defendant firing the weapon at the victim. Yes, sir! Affirmative, sir! That wicked university cadet, sir! The cruel and unforgivable enemy. Who is crying? What the freak, guys? Hello.
Wah! Wah! Wah!
Is it under his like weird hair? Like, or maybe it's under the hat. That could work. I'm alarmed, is all. The times we live in when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad daylight of day. But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone. Is that really true? Is it okay? Hello? Yeah? I just pick up the gun as I lay on the floor. Now, why would you do that? After I'd said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. At 2 p.m. Okay. Then when I finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where I noticed the professor was sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it, so I bent down and just as I was picking it up, bang! Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. Somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was. There is? Yeah, you didn't catch it? You didn't. Where's Nick? You must exercise your right to cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? Do it now. Heard, Your Excellency. There is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It's time to bring this despicable student to justice. Certainly. The testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to lay the further stress. Yes! What in the name of the Emperor's media this outburst? The fence. The fence tried to cross. Damn it! Dear me. Let me guess. The Habaki headband boy next to or told me not to do it? How pathetic. Huh? I know. Well, I think there's a clear difference in demeanor. I don't know though. I don't know. Wait, I'm like covering up his gorgeous face. Oh my gosh. Cover up that sweaty mess. The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can you possibly carry out cross-examination?
Objection!
The defense is asserting its right to cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant. Zuma is so commanding. Very well. Will the defense conduct a cross-examination over the witnesses? Alright, this is where the battle really begins, right? We're using it, okay? Know what I have to do in a cross-examination. Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies of the witnesses' statements. How? You didn't fire the gun, which means what that soldier said has to be a lie. Yeah, but it's just a case of proving it. And the key of doing that is evidence. Evidence. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now let's go, Ryuzuke. Ryuzuke? Don't let them beat you. Alright then. It's all or nothing. Why was that just a pathetic slap? Like, alright then. Ooh, okay, this is fun. I know what I was on. Should we press or should we present to media? Because I know the contribution has to be. Right, so from the back, the cowardly little weasel. Present. I think it's because it says specifically in the front, this is what we need to present. If not, I think so.
Yes!
Yes! Okay, no sound, no sound. This could be good. Or not. What? What are you playing, cadet? What does it mean he is subordination? Just a photographic print in my mustache. Thrusting. Oh. Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes. It's clear consistency here. I love how he looks around bewildered, like, I should make that sound. That diva. Yeah, dog. That was all you.
What nonsense. What could this bridge possibly tell us if we don't already know?
So that's wrong.
Obviously, I know what I wanted to say, but the words just wouldn't come out of my mouth. I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency. But there is no place for an amateur student here in the grand courtroom.
Oh no. Oh, I said it wrong. Oh shit. KMS.
No, this has to have worked. It's so frustrating.
Okay, are we saved? Oh, please.
Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. Spell it out would be an insult to the court.
Okay, this is the reason the music changed. Okay, cool. We hit in that. Oh, I mean, you can't really see him, but
Kazuma, what?
okay, side-eye. Kazuma.
What are you talking about? It's apparent from a single glance at the photograph of the print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the surgeon's statement. What? Surgeon Izunoza.
Izunoza. Yes, sir. What, sir?
The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, the cowardly little weasel.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military grade eyes, sir.
Yes! No, that just can't be.
And why not, cadet? Because.
Take a close look at the print. Victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Surgeon, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the most obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it?
So there is no baby. Hello? Hello? What the? Yeah, hello. What was that? Something just popped up from behind. Shit, Eddie. Maybe the baby killed him.
It's a clear discrepancy with the facts here.
Oh, what was this? Would you not agree, Surgeon knows that?
Yes, sir, at the structure that would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm charge, my eyes were...
Who is that? Who is that?
Firmly fixed on the guardable stake, sir!
What?
Well, that's just one because one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. The witness, Sir Jay Zenoza, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all. That's absurd. I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom.
Oh! Clock it.
There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial, just from that one discrepancy. A turnabout? What a strange thing to bring up here. So this is what being ace attorney is all about.
Oh, what? Why would you say that? What a weird thing to describe this as. An ace attorney? Where? I don't see any. I definitely saw him. University cadet there, who's pointing a firearm directly at the victim's back. Are we sure?
Yes!
I'd have fired that gun. I'll just pick it up off the floor. and you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either?
Myself, I've already been quite clear. A gunshot arrested me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
Oh, there, what? Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing? Floor? Beneath? Oh. Hunting for treasure. What? Treasure?
Indeed, I carry command. My cry is going. Oh. On each occasion when I visited the restaurant, it was my place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest from my shop for a day. Hoping me a rich diner who might like to buy it from you. From the day I scrutiny was still a military man, I preferred my old treasure. I believe that he would purchase or find I did not. Was presented with a little alternative. And then, after burning my eyes for the briefest moments, there was no more. Finished.
I could not have not be comfortable. Ow!
Vanish? Well, I did around under the table. I was in my hand, I better fall in there, and then it happened.
Or she didn't drop a gun? Hello?
With a gunshot, you mean? Indeed, I did! But I hit it up. I was concerned only with that absolute treasure. Nothing can distract me!
Okay.
Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end?
No.
Well, a metal day, the precious toy commander was lost to me. No doubt someone threw a scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself.
I think I'm a hunting ticket. As I'm sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Telegraph? Okay. Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subverted our government feels, it must be to the British. It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, Prosecutor Chief?
Right not, Your Excellency. Trinity may have fled a tiger from the front gate, but you'll find a wolf in the back. Rawr. My witnesses have further testimony to make.
Explain.
Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could have possibly have committed this despicable crime. An equally despicable defendant, right in his incognito.
What?
He seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he?
Very well. Court invites the witnesses to testify again. You'll thoroughly explain the reason behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear? Your voice isn't. Hello? Why would you sound like that? I don't.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Yes, sir! I would, sir! Wait, signal to testify, sir. Not freakish ass baby.
Excuse me, but there's some blood peeking out over your shoulder, I think.
Affirmative! The newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir! Name, Aida.
See the straps are saying? The straps are being too
Strapped to afford a nut. Okay. Aida. T-Jen! The father's been to quell the enemy! Watch and learn, my boy. Oh. Maybe get a tissue first, I fear. Because, I detest.
witness testimony.
Here, wait. I can be the sergeant. The true culprit. Okay, maybe not. I'm sorry. Even what I saw was in the precise moment that firearm discharged. It was the same thing.
Yes, pointed his gun at the foreign man. He was the young man in black that much, and myself I did see.
From the ground? Furthermore, visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Indeed, alone he was the Englishman, doing it all by himself.
Okay, by himself. Loser. Lonely freak. Therefore, no one other than the black uniform of the deck could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out. These testimonies yours.
Yes. But that's nonsense. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all. Please, enough of these outbursts already. There was a woman. There was a young woman at his table.
A young woman? How young?
You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her.
Objection!
If you call yourself a lawyer, then you respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. You are not here to listen to your fantasies. Never beyond reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. Prosecution is photographic evidence of this.
This is a photographic proof of the scene of the crime, counsel.
Indeed, was the victim's dining. The investigator immediately after the incident. It's plainly there's only one place set.
Certainly based on the appearance of his friend. Anyone else?
This is Viney's lads.
The court will add this new photographic evidence to the record.
Photographic print of the crime.
Okay. Harmony of water? I'm so sorry. Yeah, guys, that wasn't wine. It's grape juice. Sparkling grape. Sparkling grape. I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just I tried to gaslight you, dog.
Of course, it's the same thing. It maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well. That's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him.
Soon you will be able to telegraph a report to Great Britain on time, after all. The woman's testimony you may have just heard. Leave no further room for doubt. These are
Very sensitive political times, as we all know. It's the fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. Hi, to contribute to the amenity of these great nations is an honor.
Oh, we're already hitting that? Come on.
Come on, when everything seems the most hopeless, it's when we must smile.
Guys, using gay doesn't even know the first rule of being a lawyer. Guys.
Times despair is when. How can this be happening? Judge is ready to rule. Okay, it's not over yet.
What? If what you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw at the truth.
In your cross-examination.
I don't know, Kazuma. Defense is entitled to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick. Understood.
The rules can be so unbending at times. Maybe because he said he was on the ground.
Yes!
Time. Yes.
Is that all that my boy knows how to say? Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Guys, maybe he's a Lara Main.
If you're ready, it's only because I picked it up off the floor. Obviously, as a culprit, that's the only way you can explain it. I I had just finished drinking my coffee and I was about to leave the restaurant when I noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up. And at exactly that moment, bang! Could be like a firecracker. Gunshot right in my ears. Is there like a firecracker or something? Let's look. Let's take a look.
What is that?
I feel like is this something better? Or what's with that?
What is that? What is that? Hello?
All of events be under control like this.
Sorry? What do you mean?
In your case, you got a pistol on the floor, picked it up, which produces this testy predicament. Whereas conversely,
Is it a knife? Is it a freaky knife? Put that away!
failed to pick up the car from the floor and found myself in an equally testy predicament as a result. Anyway, if I remained myself, I didn't see you with pistol in hand, standing over the floor in air.
Yes!
Was there someone else documents this table? There's a lady there.
Objection!
She would be in pain to put out time and time again. I feel I'm growing a callus in my ear.
Better get that checked out.
And yet, no one appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman.
Maybe they hate women, so they overlooked her. Ever think of that? It's the 1800s, people. Ever think of that?
Only there were more people dining there at the time, and someone else would have noticed her. Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. A quiet time between lunch and dinner at any restaurant. I know. Of course, the place was almost empty. It's what you'd expect.
Certainly 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of the time to eat.
I wonder if there was a reason why he wasn't at the time of day. Why he was alone. Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason.
There was? There was.
This is found in the victim's jacket pocket.
What is that, Counsel?
Medical report card, Your Excellency.
What?
Received by the victim at an appointment at the clinic prior to visiting the restaurant. For a heart condition? I don't know.
Got it. Hada? That's one I love from a certain doctor. Surely they can't be related. That's very, very frightening close to a certain pedophile in the future.
Surely there's a relation. I couldn't think. I mean, surely there's no resemblance. 19 November, noon to past 1 p.m. Huh. So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation could be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case.
That's where you're wrong. I wonder.
What do you think?
Reuse and okay.
Well, it's hard to see it could be related, really. A request for it to be entered in the court record evidence could be useful. Should I ask for Dr. Wilson's medical report to be submitted as evidence or not?
Yeah. Hello. We're gonna need this.
Yes!
Yes!
If I may, I'd like to ask for the medical report card to be submitted as evidence to Your Excellency.
On what grounds? The court has already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence will be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are no concern.
Objection!
Whether or not they are of concern is up to us to decide. You have a right to explore all possible avenues.
Beg your pardon?
You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence. And I will grant the defense's request.
Youngster, see, I've heard the certain rights. It's almost a starving trend.
Officer, can they have the victim's medical report card to the court record?
Jesus. Okay. Okay, so this has to be important. Yeah. What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle. Even they don't seem relevant at first. I hear you. Inspire the prolonged trial as much as you like, but at the end of the day, it's after the festival ready for you. Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these are witness testimonies in no room for doubt.
I'm doubting.
The Fiberiere, the accused, Korakuda-san. Excellent work. We gleaned some new information now. Okay. That works, that works. Well, yeah. I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies to light.
I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before.
Oh, you mean this?
Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it a little bit more detail.
Now, exactly.
Oh. Okay. So that's what I wanted to do, but then I couldn't. Yep. Okay.
Let's do that. Let's do it. Okay, I know. Okay, cool.
We have to examine every angle, guys.
Whoa, I can't believe how is he saying that out loud. So, partner,
I think you should take a closer look at this report card.
so partner.
See if there isn't something new to be learned by examining it in more detail.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Need to use. Guys, how are these coming up? Okay.
It says Honda Clinic on this medical report card. I hate clinics almost as much as I hate hospital surgeries. Are they all the same? When I was 5, I got the only cold I'd ever had in my life. I remember I felt awful already. I had a hideous injection in my right arm. I'll never forget it. Never my whole life. Most people would give their right arm to have only had one cold in their whole life. Anyway, I don't think this is a clinic where they treat people for illnesses like that. Let's keep looking for clues. We don't want to miss anything. It looks like this medical report card was first issued quite some time ago. It's probably a record of long-term treatment. That's why it's a family doctor, I imagine. Well, I can't imagine a random doctor to me. As long as I'm alive, I'm never consulting one. Okay, no insurance.
Well, if you were dead, there'd be no point. So you don't like doctors then?
Why would you? They make you drink horrible tasting medicine, they give you painful injections, and then they demand lots of money from you for the privilege. Oh, when you're at your lowest ebb! You sound like a model patient. Bad case of stubbornness or less, for some cure is very better medicine indeed.
What's in there? Let's open her up.
Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. There's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia.
Extraction of molar?
You mean get a tooth taken out?
So he couldn't have eaten he couldn't have eaten the steak. His was the other place, and so that's why there was no placemat, because he was the one eating.
It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed.
Just use laughing gas. That was modern medicine.
Practice for loss or pain relief.
Okay, modern medicine.
Yes, I've heard of this anesthesia. I'm kind of starting to believe that there's anything that can actually stop you feeling pain. Wow, it's so weird. I've never heard of that. Ah, there's a cautionary note from the medical practitioners. Well, strictly no food or drink beside water for 3 hours post procedure until anesthesia effects have passed 3 hours. Really?
Sounds like information worth bearing in mind.
Okay. This information. We need
that one particular statement totally changes. So I think it's time to listen to the testimony again, don't you? Definitely. We're getting somewhere, okay. Dining by himself. Well, let's just say, I don't think so.
Yes!
Well, I think, What are you wondering out loud? Call yourself a lawyer. First and foremost here, I'm the accused. Ryu's gay. Everyone stumbles in their first words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it. Thanks, Kazuma. I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raised your hand straight up like that, so purposefully, you knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. Is that what you're supposed to do as a lawyer? Objection! Wait, actually, sorry. Yes! You knew exactly what you wanted to say. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking. Alright. Thanks for the advice. Yes, deep breaths! Kurika-san, this is a medical report belonging to the victim. I see. And I don't see. What of it, my boy? A hearing note is written on this report card with your witness statement. Something clearly doesn't add up.
Objection!
Dear me. Have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur? Sorry, what? You're not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel. Let's see if I can explain it or do it understand. It's after 2 p.m. in the afternoon of Victim's murder at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant. Grrr. Again. You don't have to use clever language, offensive words. Just make your point. Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. This is surely no need to prolong this trial further. The witness testimonies the court has heard have been clear and concise. This medical report card is no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there's no one else besides the pale-faced people who could possibly perpetrate the crime. Nothing to do with the case. Guys, did we hear that? Did we hear the instead of the some defense attorneys locking in? Okay. I'd love to see it. Character growth. Do you really believe that? What? The first half petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How can it possibly be relevant? Perhaps because at a clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic. Okay, cool. So now for Tahari, which specializes in young girls. Dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean it's happening to me? Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted. I'd say so. Furthermore, if I told you that as a result the victim had been forbidden from eating. What are you trying to say, cadet? Had orders not to eat, so what? It's all written up in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off. What? No, that can't. Kuda-san. What, boy, what? Are you just heard? When he was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No. Additionally, there's more. You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence the victim was dining alone. But that cannot possibly be the case. Because the victim, as we now know, just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of anesthesia. Ah! It's really done, partner. Oh my gosh, is this our pursuit theme or objective theme? Pursuit maybe? I don't know. Okay, I kind of like the vibe. It's very different from the other ones, but oh my god, but it's fun though. Okay, I'm actually like in love with the soundtrack already. It's so, it kind of has such a whimsical vibe to it. I love like sort of the clarity and like the orchestrated movements and like, it's fun. It's fun. I like it. Oh, it's so what is your nonsense, you little upstart? This is baseless accusation. Just look at this photographic evidence. You clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table.
Objection!
Okay, use your head. And that's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Can't you follow the logic? How dare you! I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case are turned. Wouldn't you agree, Ryuzuke? Ryuzuke? Oh, yeah, most definitely. She's undergone some dental surgery. The victim was unable to eat. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Who, in fact, was eating the pictured beef steak? What, referred to the other kind of steak? Jeez. The court will review the opinion of the defense soon already, counsel. That means me, doesn't it? Correct. The answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of you turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of. Got it. So, the person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been... Obviously, it can only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table.
Objection!
You will not let us go, will you? There is no such person.
Yes!
Yes. It was because I saw her. When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table. Therefore, the only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else there eating it. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear these witnesses' testimonies are unreliable. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint to the Ministry of Justice to pursue a fair retrial relentlessly. Kazuma, you were insane? You would take on the government? Oh, Kazuma. For me? Don't worry, counsel. I have no issue with you. What do you mean? I have issue with them, the two witnesses on the stand. What? What are you talking about? We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So, it now turns out that the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies. Obviously, you will be charged with perjury. Oh my god, someone's gonna get charged with perjury. That exists? Perjury exists? We did it, boys! We did it, boys! This is, I think, the most shocking revelation to come out of this. You can actually get charged with perjury? Like seriously? It's something I always wanted to hear in this game franchise. I'm very excited, to say the least. We've had too many lies. We've had too many lies, too much. Kazuma. Perjury. And, since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing. Please say I am murder? No! Negative. These were no mention of this tactical meeting. Tactical meeting? He was following orders. What? That's right, as the man says. He just say never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they are told us. What? Chat, have you seen this? What did you just say? Korkuda-san? just following orders? Now, hold on, lad. I was, Say you never saw the gentlewoman? Grr. When you say gentlewoman, do you mean you saw the victim with a lady from overseas? What?
Objection!
What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements? This is true, you pay.
Slip of the tongue!
Oh. Order! Counsel, explain what's going on here. It's painfully clear now. You try to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth. Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this. You sure? Oh, who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut? Well, what is going on over here? Hello? The baby was behind it. Scott's fine. So prepared to be tried as a conspirator for this murder, are you? This can't be happening. Prisoner K. Judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence with someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe Archie had any idea about this. What are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. The government, the military, or police, I suppose. Well, any ideas about who might be behind this? We confirm we try to silence these witnesses. Continue our pursuit. Name whoever it was trying to make these witnesses keep their mouths shut. Of course, we'll need evidence before making firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or her power here. How? How can we possibly... Remember how we made progress before? We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result. Oh, yes, that's right. Well, it's not the only piece of evidence we have yet, is it? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing we've missed. There's no time to lose! Oh, answers. Okay. Okay. Let's redo this, guys. If it's proof that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you that it'll be severe. Please, wait, Your Excellency. I don't even believe this. I swear to every shit to God. I do nothing. What is this? And what does the defense have to say about all this? Okay, dog reading something. Oh, there we go. Police! Well, that's unexpected. What is it? Look, you see it says the witness's name here? Sarita Oznaga. Yeah, because these cards tend to show the person's name. That's really the point. It's not the name that's unexpected, it's his job title. Job? Oh! Chief Inspector Sarita Oznaga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. Inspector? What on earth? I have no idea. But let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. If they're wielding it somehow here. Okay, that's what we needed. Okay, cool. Cool. Well, Your Excellency. I don't know anything. I'm just going to have to close my eyes, shut the first thing that comes to my head. Deep breaths, we love to see it. Besides the prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witnesses is...
Yes!
Well, surely that would be... Sarita Horzaga-san! Take that! Horzaga-san, the waiter who took the stand earlier?
Objection!
Poppycock! What? What possible reason would the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony? Not to mention the fact that every head waiter cannot possibly have that level of influence. For once, I would agree with you. If that is, the man truly were a waiter. If he truly were. Come on then, Ryuzeke. Time to hit this court with the truth.
Dude, that was like sense real identity. It's proven by this evidence. Take that! Oh. Plan a restaurant sketch by the man in question?
I agree it shows a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure what we can conclude anything.
Sorry, Your Excellency, it's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest.
We beg your pardon?
Oh, or I perhaps should have said the front. Yes, it's the front and the back of the card. That's where the telling detail is.
Would somebody please explain what the subway side students trying to say? I was not gonna send sketch the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of his business card. The front of that business card reveals the man in question's profession. His true profession. His profession, but that's surely... Good gracious!
That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads, Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. What? Well, waiters. Police detective? I heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before? The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power. The absolute power as far as regular civilians are concerned. So, witnesses, there and stand. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was he who told you not to mention that you'd seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene? Well. Inspector Ozanaga! Just worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized there's a possibility.
Where else you go?
I think it's good. I remember now. I did actually, and the judge asked me to handle his business card. I strive to carry out all investigations flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I did that sketch. It was an unusually careless mistake. So you really are a detective? Why did this detective working at a restaurant waiter undercover? Ah, of course! Your salary must be terrible! I was working undercover.
You know, I like his I like his better.
Undercover! Yeah, there have been serious incidents at the restaurant recently.
Oh.
In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover. Incidents at the restaurant? What kind of incidents? It would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. However, I can say categorically that they are related to this case of homicide. Very well then, Inspector Hazunaga. I will elaborate one point for the court. Of course, Your Excellency. We've just heard information from two witnesses beside you. At the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. As you say, if that is indeed true, clearly you would also have been aware of this person's presence and having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other identity. Therefore, I'm led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you will require these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct? Correct, Your Excellency. Unbelievable. As I suspected.
What?
Okay. My kitchen's here.
Oh my god, I thought he just died. Okay, cool.
The victim sits on the chair beside him. Her hands to the student. Sitting off the victim at the table is a young lady. He suggested to be an English woman. As the truth comes out, I'm immediately sealed off the restaurant for the incident to the bureau. It is then that I received some special orders. Special orders? You mean to say, remove the English woman from the scene at once. It's made clear that the English woman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. They were my orders. But what if this English woman was the killer? I think it would be in everyone's best interest to pursue that idea. The Empire keeps firmly terms of its relations written highly than anything at the moment. The Englishwoman has been murdered on our soil. To make the Englishwoman as the primary suspect, well, without usable evidence, that would be out of the question. That's the reason for the disappearance of the phantom woman in this case. It's not right.
What possibility does spring to mind?
What do you mean, Kazuma? The university is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain, and I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory, is a young English woman.
What?
You're a shrewd man.
Again, hello? Oh my god. I cannot see why you're the chosen candidate for the season 4.
I removed the woman from the scene of the crime. I thought it prudent to check her identity first.
Poor demands you name the lady in question.
Once, Inspector. The English woman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Giselle Brett. Giselle Brett.
Giselle Brett. Is a Brit? It is a Brit? Is a British woman.
She's deeply for studying English medical faculty.
What is happening here?
I admit that I have orders from the police bureau. I erase all evidence of the president's scene. Order these witnesses to make an mention of her on the testimonies. I must now up to your excellency to decide how to deal with this situation.
Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise, namely that the victim was dining alone. However, as we've now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a desecration of our justice to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point.
Objection!
Your Excellency! If you see the truth that I never ruled in order to send a government report to Great Britain. Our government will surely be very displeased by our such actions. Calm yourself, Council. I will not allow the government of our country or any influence the proceeds of my courtroom. Okay, thank God. Let's go. Inspector. Locate the ship. Giselle Brett and will escort to the courtroom with most urgency. At once, Your Excellency. From the police bureau! As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly. So it won't be a problem? I think he caused something from the, little Mr. Sniffly over here. Maybe. Oh! I think you get in my way. Square up, okay. I think a little blood's getting your way though. Just a hunch. I will adjourn briefly. Prosecution was called the English student, Giselle Brett, to the witness stand. I'm gonna make myself clear. Yeah. Your Excellency! Okay, cool. Wow. Oh my gosh. What an eventful first time being a lawyer. I can't believe this. Guys, I'm representing myself. I'm doing it. But we were able to get that there was another woman. Update 30 time. So now I'm so convinced it was poison. I think it was still the woman who did it. It was some sort of poison with the drink. However, I now think the gunshot, there might have been another gun or something. Okay, so in that one photo, it could have been like somebody breaking in the background. Or maybe it was like, whatever it was, I think was used to injure this waiter, police guy or whatever. And that's why he's like coughing up blood. It's because he's still injured, but revealing it would reveal something else that he can't reveal. And so he's got some blood around and coughing up from this open wound. But I still think the main thing was actually murder. But I don't know how we got the false gunshot wound though. But I'm not convinced that it's actually a gunshot wound still. Be interesting to see how this plays out. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this first part of my Great Ace Attorney playthrough. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. And if you did, please go ahead and drop that like now and leave a comment telling me your theories. Though don't spoil it if you've already played, because that's not freaking cool, guys. See you guys next time when we try to find this British woman and solve this case. Mwah.